Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Tipton High School, home of the Blue Devils. Tonight, it's the Tipton Blue Devils and the Benton Central Bison. We welcome you to today's education-based Indiana High School varsity boys basketball game. We'll mention this internet radio coverage is made possible by audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Rob Kendall. Rob Kendall providing internet radio access for PutMeInSports.com since 2008. Both teams have gone into their locker rooms. You might wonder why it's a little bit delayed. We'll mention it's delayed because the JV contest went overtime, and JV contest was decided by the Tipton Blue Devils. And we thank you for tuning in. We'll mention a little bit about what's happening Tuesday. But first, we'll mention a little bit about Grace College. Grace College, the Lancers. That's where Mr. Carpenter is going to go. That's Grady Carpenter, senior. That's Winona Lake, Indiana. Kosciuszko County. That's near Warsaw, Indiana. We'll mention it's a Christian college in Indiana, an accredited Christian college with over 100 programs available right there at Winona Lake, Indiana. Athletic conference they belong to is the Crossroads League. Crossroads League, their mascot is something like a man in armor, an armor of God possibly, but we'll mention. He's called Sir Red. And it's a non-denominational Christian college, and you can reach them online at grace.edu. That's Grace College. They're the Lancers, and that's where Grady's going to go. But they're getting ready to play basketball here. 3:17 on the game clock. We'll talk a little bit about the Hoosier Conference crossover. We'll mention here on the 21st, Friday. Playing for first or second place tonight, that's Western. Western, they're 3-0 in the East Division, 11-9 overall. They are going against West Lafayette Red Devils tonight, 4-0, 16-4 overall. Hamilton Heights, they're 2-1, 12-8 overall. They're going for third or fourth place against Twin Lakes Indians, 3-1, 12-8 overall. The Tipton Blue Devils right here tonight with the Benton Central Bison, 1-2, 14-6 on the season. They're going for fifth or sixth place. Benton Central 1-3, 9-12. And the Logansport Berries, they're 7-13 on the season. And they're going for seventh or eighth place. Versus Central Catholic, 1-3. They're 8-12 on the season. And we'll mention games that took place on Tuesday. We'll talk about Tipton, just one game we'll mention. Tipton Blue Devils, 56, Oak Hill. Golden Eagles, 47. So they've come back out of their locker room. They're getting some shots in. 1:56 on the pregame clock. Basketball on a Friday night in the Hoosier Conference. Should be a good contest. We'll look to have one, and we'll mention tonight's supporters. Supporters of this ball game and all season long is AGM Auto, Camino and Company, Dean's Auto Parts, Discount Copies, Encompass Credit Union, Hope Jewelers, Indiana Express Rentals, Lisa Stokes Bear, Noblesville Trophies, Rutledge Well Drilling, and The Shack. The Shack at 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. So they're going to take their places at their bench areas, getting ready for tip-off. But first, there'll be likely a national anthem, and then they'll have the introduce the starters. And we're going to listen to Phil. He's the public address right here at Tipton High School. So they're going to knuckle him up right there on the bench area. A couple of officials. Have three of them. That bench area, they are almost worth their weight in gold, according to how the ball game runs. It works well when it works well. So 38 seconds left here in the pregame. And then the band sounding very festive tonight. And then we'll mention the Blue Devils already getting ready for standing at attention. 20 seconds left. Clock rolling down. Pretty good variety of folks here. And pretty good, quite a few people here on hand tonight for this ball game. So basketball at the Inferno. So we're going to stand at attention.
Welcome, high school basketball fans, to the Compass Court at the Inferno at Tipton High School, home of the Blue Devils. Now, would you please join the Tipton High School pep band under the supervision of Ms. Lisa Wallens and student direction of Kate Nosman in the singing of our national anthem.
That's a national anthem performed by the Blue Devil Band. They're at this on the stage at the north end of the gymnasium. They're going to mention the starting lineups. We'll listen to Mr. Phil.
Third one, number 5, Austin Hughes. Number 11, Ruby Dixon. And center, 6'16", our assistant. And now, here's the starting lineups for your game senior line for hometown to the Blue Devils. Starting at center, 6'2" senior, number 21, Megan Slidell. Forward, sophomore, number 4, Ben Smith. Another forward, 6'2" sophomore, number 2, Nick Waller. The guard is 6'1" senior, number 5, Sam Quigley. The other guard is 6'6" senior, number 3, Gardner. Tonight's officials are Saul Lambert, and Frank, and Justin Jackson.
So they're knuckled up right now. Both teams are out on the floor. Blue Devils going to have a huddle right there at the north end. Going to jump center for the Bison of Benton Central. Going to be number 33, Hunter Sisson. He's a senior. He's 6'6". Max Prep says he weighs in at 205. That probably looks accurate. So the Blue Devils going to send to the center circle. It's going to be number 3, Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter, 6'6". He's a senior. So they're checking, make sure everybody's ready to go. The guy is going to toss the ball. Here comes the whistle. Here comes the ball. There's the tip to the backcourt. Long tip, picked up back by the baseline by Quigley. Quigley to the front court. They're working on the dribble. They'll go left side behind the arc. Grady Carpenter. Out top, Quinn Smith, left side, excuse me, right side, behind the arc. That's number 5, Quigley. They're working Peyton Aller. They're working him down low. They're working in the elbow, right side, Landon Spidell. That's number 2, Peyton Aller. Quinn Smith, left side, Quigley. They'll go the corner with it. They go give and go off the glass. Couldn't get it, but he'll go to the foul stripe, and he'll shoot 2. That's Sam Quigley. Quigley goes to the line. They're going to whistle this foul. It's going to be whistled on number 5 of Benton Central. And we'll get that in a moment. First shot good. Sam Quigley. The 1-0 contest here in the ball game. And you'll get one more. Second shot long off the rim. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith going to be fouled. Nothing called jump ball. Jump ball possession going to belong to the Bison. They're going to bring it in from the backcourt. Left of the bucket on the baseline. Brought in there, number 4, Adam Foster. He'll take it to the timeline, get the ball back. Nearly a steal. Deflected out of bounds. Grady Carpenter playing defense right across the 10-second line. Ball's in the front court. Could be brought in. Benton Central Bison, number 1, Bennett Senesac. Senesac going to toss it in. Bounce pass. Adam Foster. Foster on the dribble. They'll work a right side behind the arc. They'll dish it back out. Behind the arc, Hunter Sisson. Give and go to Sisson. Left-hand floater off the glass. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Landon Spidell. To the front court. Grady Carpenter. Works it left side. Sam Quigley. Triple threat available. He'll pass to the elbow. Quinn Smith. Going to work it in. Peyton All. He'll take a jump shot just inside the paint. Or just inside the foul stripe. And a rebound there with Landon Spidell. Spidell going to be fouled on the attempt as he went back up for the basket. So Landon Spidell going to go to the foul stripe. That foul whistled on number 11, Colby Dixon of Benton Central. First shot good. Landon Spidell. Get some congratulatories, all 4 guys. He'll get one more. Second shot on the way. Got both of them. It's a 3-0 contest. 6:57 on the game clock. Going to bring it in from the backcourt. Pressure provided by Tipton. With the basketball, that was 4. Adam Foster. They'll work it back to Adam. Ball's going to be tipped away, and they'll give it back to Sam Quigley. They'll try to get it to Grady Carpenter. And they thought it was going to be deflected off of Bison, but it was not. They're going to say it was deflected off of Grady Carpenter. Can be brought in backward once again. Adam Foster, the ball handler for the Bison. They'll stop just short of the 10-second line. Work it back. He'll get the ball back from Bennett Senesac. They'll go to the left corner. Bring it back out. Senesac with the basketball. He'll backpedal dribble near the logo. Calling out some directions there is point guard, number 4, Adam Foster. They'll work it in. Turnaround jumper in the paint. Good. Left-handed shot good. 33, Hunter Sisson. He's a lefty. Going to work it back around out top. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble. They'll work it back. Sam Quigley. Now Peyton All, triple threat available. He'll pass it right side. Long 3-point shot. Grady Carpenter. Shot wouldn't go. Just off. Right on line. They'll work it back the other direction. That's Benton Central. Benton Central going to be spin move in the paint. Foster is still stuck in the paint. He'll get rid of it. Out top, Hunter Sisson. We're working outside the arc. Bennett Senesac. Senesac going to go right side of the lane. Get the basket off the glass. 2-point bucket for Senesac. It's 5:38 left here in the first quarter. 4-3 ball game. Benton Central by 1. We're in the front court. On the dribble out top, Sam Quigley works it around the perimeter, touches the hands briefly. Peyton Aller. Quinn Smith. Now Grady Carpenter. Carpenter in the paint. He'll dish it down low. Shot off the glass. Wouldn't go. There was some bumping. No call there. Back the other direction. That shot taken by Landon Spidell. He'll work at the basketball. Out top. Going to bring it back out. That's 5 on the dribble. That's Austin Kukarts. So they're working back around. Outside the arc. They'll go to the corner with it. Behind the arc. Working it back around. Bennett Senesac. They'll go to the corner with it. Off the hands. Couldn't hold it. That's Hunter Sisson. It'll go back to the other direction. It belongs to Tipton. So ball brought in. Side court. Deep in the back court. On the dribble to the timeline and walk pace. He'll pick up the pace at the 10-second line. On the dribble. He'll work it right side. Quinn Smith. To pass it back out top. Peyton All. Grady Carpenter. To the corner. 3-point shot. Rims off. That was Sam Quigley. Ball's in the front court. Benton Central. Out top. Sisson. In the paint. Left-handed dribble. Will be a reach in. Trying to get the basketball. Grady Carpenter going to pick up his first foul in the ball game. 1 foul on Tipton. 2 thus far on the Bison. Ball brought in. Now deep in the backcourt. Behind the arc. Nearly a steal. Peyton Aller gets the ball back. That's Foster outside the arc. 3-point shot taken by Hunter Sisson. Couldn't go. Back the other direction. Blue Devils on the dribble. Spin move. Way out top. Grady Carpenter work it down low. Trying to find Peyton Aller, but good defense. Tips it out of bounds. That's number 1. Bennett Senesac. And going to be a first substitution in the ball game. It's going to be number 12, Grayson McFalls. Taking a breather is Quinn Smith. Can be brought in, ride the bucket on the baseline. Outside, 3-point shot, corner baseline, good. That's Sam Quigley. 6-4 contest, 2-point advantage for Tipton. 3:54 on the game clock. Going to dribble baseline in the front court. That's 11, Colby Dixon. He'll hand the ball off in the lane. Shot wouldn't go. Hunter Sisson back the other direction. Sam Quigley. Try to work it down low to bring it back out. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter on the dribble. He's going to long step. He'll take a shot in the paint. Got the bucket. 2-point bucket. Grady Carpenter. It's an 8-4 contest. Tipton by 4. There'll be a steal in the backcourt. Blue Devils providing pressure. Again on the Bison. They're working down low. Going to baseline. Picks up the dribble. Sam Quigley. Outside the arc. Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to work it to the opposite corner. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Back pedal dribble. He'll work it in. Pass the ball in. Try to get it to Sam Quigley. Ball's deflected. Back the other direction is the Bison. They're going to be a rebound from a shot. Sisson's going to try a 3. Rims off long. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Landon Spidell. They'll go back the other direction. Going to be a blocking foul. Going to whistle a blocking foul on the Bison. Bison going to sub in here in just a moment. So they whistle that foul on number 4, Adam Foster. He has 1. Team foul number 3. Entering the ball game for the Bison is number 2, Colton Watt. Colton Watt in the ball game. Also number 10, Rowan Heim. Rowan Heim in the ball game. Outside the arc, Grady Carpenter. 2:50 on the game clock. Going to go baseline. They're working down low. Got it to Grayson McFalls. Going to get his shot blocked on the way up. So they work it right side. Outside the arc. Got a new set in the front court. Grady Carpenter. Out back, I should mention Sam Quigley takes a shot. Shot caroms out of bounds. And it's going to belong to Tipton. Ball's going to be brought in left to the bucket on the baseline by Peyton Aller. 2:34 on the game clock. He'll look to get it in. He will, and get it deep behind the 3-point line. Grady Carpenter, triple threat available, being guarded there by Adam Foster. They work it outside the arc. 3-point shot wouldn't go. That was Peyton Aller, just short off the rim. Working back the other direction. On the dribble is 11, Colby Dixon. Working the paint, left-handed floater off the glass. Bank shot wouldn't go. Rebound, saving the ball from going out of bounds. The assistant shot, saving the basketball, was Grayson McFalls. Outside the arc, short off the rim, 3-point shot. Wouldn't go for Carpenter. Rebound out of there, Grayson McFalls. He was on the baseline. Ball got tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay in the front court with Tipton. So bring the ball in. They're going to have a timeout prior to, and then we'll have a 30-second timeout. And then we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Discount Copies. Discount Copies conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. They're just behind Pizza Hut and next to Bowl 32 along State Road 32. At Discount Copies, they provide setup services where you can turn your artwork into things such as note cards, notepads, prints, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards. And we'll mention that's Discount Copies, 317-773-8783. Discount Copies, 317-773-8783. We're going to bring the ball in, ride the bucket on the baseline. It's going to belong to Tipton, going to be brought in by Grady Carpenter. Toss it behind the arc. Working it back around Sam Quigley, baseline, to get it to Grady. He'll work his way in. Long step, he'll kick it back out behind the arc. Now to Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller nails the 3. Left elbow extended. Aller for 3. 1:45 left here in the first quarter. 11-4 contest. Tipton by 7. Working them back and forth, breaking the press. Going to release to the mid-court stripe. Blue Devils pick him up. We're going to back around. Out top, Sisson. They'll go opposite corner right there. Triple threat available. He'll bounce it into Sisson. That was Rowenheim. Outside, three-point shot in the air. Good. Bench. The Bison, that was Colby Dixon. He was number 11. Three-point shot. Good. 11-7. 4-point advantage for Tipton. Ball's in the front court. Peyton Aller now back out top, moving to basketball. Grady Carpenter with the basketball. He'll bring it out near center court, or to the center line, and working the paint to go off the glass. Left hand, I'm thinking right-handed, underhanded shot off the glass in the paint for two. 13-7. 52 seconds left first quarter. Sisson helping with the ball, get the ball across the timeline. They will. He'll get the ball back from Rowenheim, and they'll work it back to Heim on the dribble. Left-handed dribble, go in the paint, elbow, and kick it back out. Colton Watt on the dribble. Now back to Hunter Sisson. Hunter Sisson, for 6'6", he handles the ball quite well. Out top with the basketball. To Rowenheim. He'll go to the corner with it. On the dribble, Colby Dixon. 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. They get it back out to Sisson. Near the logo head, and there coach giving him some directions right there. That's Ben Lambeck, head coach for the Bison. Working back around. Outside the arc. 6 seconds. He's going to drive the lanes. Try to get the block. I believe he deflected it. That was Grayson McFalls. Might have deflected the shot of Andrew Plassard. Shot at the buzzer. Wouldn't go. So after 1 quarter of play, Tipton Blue Devils 13. Benton Central Bison 7. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. At Century 21, when you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, you know a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same. For the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ, contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. 317-513-4086. That's 317-513-4086. So, band still making the joyful noise, and I'm getting ready for second quarter basketball. 13-7 contest. This game is for 5th or 6th place in the Hoosier Conference for this season. Blue Devils still have one game. They'll play at Lewis Cass coming up next week. Ball brought in, alternate possession arrow. Ball's in the hands of Sam Quigley. He'll work at left side, Grady Carpenter. Working in the right elbow, Grayson McFalls. Back to Quigley. Quigley going to bring the ball back out. That's Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller triple threat. He'll get to Grady. Working to the left area behind the three-point line. He'll backpedal dribble. Sam Quigley working against him right there. Where's number 5, Austin Kukarts. And then they'll give the ball back to Grady. Out top, setting the screen there. Give and go. That was Grayson McFalls. And Grady's going to keep the basketball. He'll go off the glass, just outside the paint. 2-point shot, good. 15-7. 7:16 left here in the second quarter. Going to work it to the tipped away, going to be stolen. Possibility in Peyton Aller nearly comes up with a steal. Tapped it back in bounds as Aller hits mildly on the bleachers right there on the floor. So fouls whistled on Grady Carpenter. He picks up number 2 here in the second quarter. He has 2 accumulative, 1 in each quarter. 7:07. Ball moving. Ball's in the front court. Bennett Senesac. Senesac going to drive the lane. To get the bucket right off the glass. Senesac for 2. 15-9 contest. 6:53 on the game clock. To the front court, Grady Carpenter picks up a screen from Landon Spidell. Then we're going to round the perimeter. Going to bounce it in. Right elbow, Landon Spidell back to Quigley. Quigley going to bounce it in, baseline, get the ball back from Spidell. Then we're going to right elbow, working right there. That's number 2. And Grady Carpenter. Going to work the baseline and work the right side. Going to give a shot to Sam Quigley. Couldn't get the 3. Rebound pass off the knee. Going to go back the other way. Going to be in the front court. That's Hunter Sisson. Out top, the basketball. We're using the basketball. Austin Kukarts. They'll go to the corner with it. Sisson. Shot in the air. 3-point shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound. Grady Carpenter. They go to the front court. He'll work it down low. Working right there. Got his shot blocks. But he'll go to the foul line on the second attempt. Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller going to shoot 2. So 6 minutes straight up on the scoreboard. 15-9 contest. 6-point advantage Tipton. Peyton Aller at the free throw line. First shot good. Sub in the ball game for Benton Central. Number 4, Adam Foster. Taking a breather is 15, Andrew Plassard. Aller will have one more. Second shot good. Aller got both of them. Substitution after the made basket going to be Quinn Smith. He'll re-enter the ball game. And Landon Spidell will get a break. 6 minutes left. Ball brought in Sisson. Got some pressure in the back court right there. Working the back right side. Pick up the dribble just before the 10-second line. He'll pass it to Sisson just across the 10-second line. Going to go baseline. Working the basketball back out. He'll reset the offense. Colby Dixon. Back pedal dribble. Foster. Now he'll get the ball to Bennett Senesac. Where's number 1? Sisson in the paint. Left-handed dribble. He'll pass it outside the arc to the left corner baseline. Spin move. But lost the ball momentarily. Right there in the hands of Hunter Sisson. Out top with the basketball. Patient dribble. Stationary. He'll dribble now. He'll go close to it. And he'll nearly lost the ball. Quigley was on the floor trying to steal it. He finally regathers it. That was number 4, Adam Foster. Going to be a fake one way or another. They're going to rebound out of there. Grayson McFall. Shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Bennett Senesac. To the front court. Ball's going to be stolen in the front court. Working to the front court is Hunter Sisson, 6'6" senior. Couldn't get the shot. They'll work it down the court to get to Grayson McFalls. McFalls lost the handle. Going back the other way. That's number 4, Adam Foster. Out top to Sisson. 4:38 on the game clock. Out top, 3-point shot wouldn't go. That was Hunter Sisson. Rebound out of there, crossing the timeline. Grady Carpenter. He'll go through the legs. He'll dribble the lane. He'll float one up off the glass. He'll absorb a foul, and he'll go to the foul stripe. So it'd be a shooting foul. Hunter Sisson going to pick up his first foul in the ball game. He has 1. Hunter Sisson, his second here in the quarter on the Bison. First shot up and off the glass, falls in. Grady Carpenter will have one more. Get back in the ball game, Benton Central. Number 15, Andrew Plassard, taking a breather. Hunter Sisson. Second shot also good. 18-9 contest. Blue Devils by 9. 4:26 on the game clock. Providing pressure in the front court. Benton Central going to get it across the timeline with the pass. He steps across. We're going to right side. 15, Andrew Plassard. Now back out top. They'll move basketball. Crossover dribble. Nice crossover. Bennett Senesac. Working against him is Grayson McFalls. McFalls in the paint. Going to be a shot over McFalls. That was Bennett Senesac. Over 6'8" Grayson McFalls. Going back the other direction. Quinn Smith in the paint. Quinn Smith about halfway in the lane there from the foul line. About an 8-footer good. It's 21-11. 3:46 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline on the dribble. That was Adam Foster. Passed it up ahead. Tipped out of bounds by the Blue Devils. So they're going to bring it in. Bison going to bring it in just about adjacent from the foul line in their own front court. Going to be brought in by number 1, Bennett Senesac. Tossed it in a bounce pass to Adam Foster. Out top, stationary, Andrew Plassard. Goes left side with the basketball. They'll get it back out to Senesac. They'll move it back around. Going to drive the paint and work it down low. In the paint, block shot. Grady Carpenter going to block the shot of Austin Kukarts. Going back the other direction, Grady Carpenter. to the corner. Sam Quigley. Quigley shot, rims around, wouldn't go, hit the top of the backboard, but stayed in bounds. It's going to be a steal right there off the pass in the backcourt. Peyton Aller, 2-point bucket is good. 23-11. 3:04 left here in the second quarter. Passing up ahead, going to be a steal. Deflected. Might have been Aller with a deflection, picked up by Sam Quigley. So go left side. 3-point shot, good. Credit the bucket. Peyton Aller, 3-point shot. 2:47 left. Blue Devils in front. 26-11. 15-point advantage. Going to be a timeout called. Going to be a timeout called by the Benton Central. Going to be a 30-second timeout. So Benton Central going to go with a 30, and we'll mention this game is in part being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. Shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only to browse around. 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. Trophies, awards, plaques, and more. Fast turnaround. Prices are low. So low, you may want to be a repeat customer. Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 317-773-7391. So 317-773-7391. They're going to enter the court of play. 2:42 right here. And it's going to be might have a Mr. Burke Emmers, athletic trainer for Tifton. Might be trying to get a little bit of a blood flow off the elbow, right elbow. I got a little nick right there, and then got the tape on it. He's going to be fine to continue. So Peyton Aller back on the floor after a 3-point shot. 2:42 left here in the second quarter. Ball brought in by slightly to the backcourt on the dribble. Adam Foster. Working against him is Peyton Aller. They're working back out. That's number 1, Bennett Senesac, working around the perimeter. Adam Foster. Foster on the dribble. Working against him is Aller. Deep behind the 3-point line. His crossover dribble. They're working back around. In the ball game is Colton Watt. Colton Watt in the ball game was number 2. He's a senior for Benton Central. They're working outside the arc. They're working in. Colton Watt. Dishing it back. That was Hunter Sisson. Picks up his dribble. And Grayson McFalls was all over him. He had to do something. 5-second call was getting close. And it's going to be stolen and picked up there by the Blue Devils. So in the paint, shot wouldn't go. And Grady Carpenter got his own board. 2-point bucket. Grady Carpenter fighting for the rebound with Colby Dixon. 1:48 on the game clock, 28-11. Across timeline on a pass. Working there is Adam Foster. They'll go to the corner with it. Crossing the free throw line there. They go to the corner with it. He'll bring it back out. Outside the arc, that's Adam Foster. He's going to spin move in the paint. Working against him is Grayson McFalls. They're going to say a bump foul on the way up. They're going to say Grayson got him slightly on the thigh as the official gives the motion. So at the free throw line for Benton Central is number 4, Adam Foster. First shot up, wouldn't go. He'll get one more. 1:30 left here in the second quarter. Substitution for Benton Central. Going to be number 12, Peyton Thayer. Peyton Thayer, he's a junior. Setting down right there is number 10, Rowan Heim. Second shot, good. Got the back end of a 2-shot foul. That was Adam Foster. To the front court, Blue Devils. Quinn Smith outside the arc. 3-point shot wouldn't go that time. That was Peyton Aller. Rebound out of there. Benton Central. Going to work it outside the arc. 3-point shot in the air. Good. 6'6", Hunter Sisson. Hunter Sisson, pretty good shooter. 1:07 on the game clock. 28-15. 13-point advantage for the Blue Devils in the front court. Working a cross-court pass. Quigley. Quigley out top. Works it left side. Quinn Smith, one dribble, back pedal, gives it back to Aller. Well out top. Work it right side. We're going to run behind the perimeter right there. Quigley back to Carpenter. Working in the paint. He'll get it to Peyton Aller, and Peyton Aller has 2 more on the layup. 35 seconds left. Second quarter. 30-15. Blue Devils in front. To the logo head. Stationary dribble right there. That's Adam Foster. Working against him loosely out playing defense. Right there was Aller. They're working across the free throw line. They go outside the arc. Grady Carpenter converges. Couldn't get the three-point shot away. That would have been number 12, Peyton Thayer. They're working in the free throw line. Jump shot. Rims around. Wouldn't go. Shot taken there by 11. Colby Dixon. Rebound out of there. I believe it's Quinn Smith. They're going to get it up ahead off the glass. Right-handed layup. Grady Carpenter for 2, and that's going to complete the first half of play. At the end of the first half of play here at Tipton High School, it's Tipton 32, Benton Central 15. The band always practicing. They sound good. They are right in sync with everything. And we do appreciate you tuning in. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by The Shack. Hey, The Shack. It's hey, Blue Devil fans. Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something for every team member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, and their loaded spiral potatoes. Bring your game face, bring your appetite, and your friends for a winning experience at The Shack. They're located at 311 East Jefferson Street in Tipton. So that's The Shack in Tipton. And then we'll also mention bringing you this contest tonight. But we'll mention bringing this contest to you tonight is Encompass Credit Union. Looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are? Welcome to Encompass Credit Union, North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. Join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. That's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org or at any of their convenient locations. That's Encompass Credit Union. And also tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto. AGM Auto is located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana on 266th Street. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need for the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. The second type of service they offer there at AGM Auto is classic car and truck restoration. Classic car and truck restoration. If you have your older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM Auto has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty on each and every restoration project they begin. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-5283. Again, their number, AGM Auto, 1-984-5283. And also tonight's broadcast is being brought to you in part by Dean's Auto Parts. At Dean's Auto Parts, Car Quest Auto Parts. They're located at 1110 South Peru Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. They're located at the south edge of Cicero, right there at Cicero Town Plaza. They're team members at CarQuest Auto Parts in Cicero, and they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. Again, their number is 317-984-4931. They are a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve. That's Dean's Auto Parts in Cicero. Then we'll mention Michelle Garman. Michelle Garman, for comprehensive coverage of Tipton County sports, check out the Tipton County Tribune. The printed edition is published every Wednesday, but one does not have to wait until Wednesday for sports stories. And as well, you'll have other stories available, including breaking content is available online at TiptonCountyTribune.com. Again, that's the Tipton County Tribune. And they're actually owned by Cherry Road Media. And a subscription to the printed edition also includes an online subscription. Just watched Michelle Garman. She was at the scores bench just right then. And she walked patiently right there around the corner, and she exited. And she does fine work, and I'm probably the biggest female sports fan I can think of. But we'll also mention online subscriptions also are available. One can also follow Michelle Garman on X. Used to be Twitter, that's X now. We'll mention at the @ Michelle, that's 2 L's, _Garman, for updates and scores for Tipton County sports teams. Fans are encouraged to like the Tipton County Tribune page on Facebook. Michelle can also be found on Instagram under her name, Michelle Garman. That's 2 L's, Michelle Garman. So they're working right there on the surface. I'm getting ready for the guys to come back out. They're still in the locker room. 3:44 on the game clock. Clock ticking down. There's some good basketball happening today in the state of Indiana. Hoosier Conference basketball. 8 teams in action. There are 9 teams in the conference. There are 4 in the East, 5 in the West. The 8 teams participating in the crossover game happening tonight. So 3:10 on the game clock. And a little bit of more music from the band. So there's a 3-minute horn. Getting ready for second half here momentarily. And pretty good basketball. I tell you what, 6'6", working pretty well. Grady Carpenter of Tipton and Hunter Sisson from Benton Central. Both players are seniors. They did have senior night here earlier between games. They had different seniors for the winter sports. They introduced 3 seniors, and they're seniors for Tipton Blue Devils. They have started all season long for Coach Hawkins. And they are Grady Carpenter, 6'6", senior. Where's number 3? You probably know that. And we'll also mention Sam Quigley, 6'1", senior, number 5. And also Landon Spidell, 6'2", senior. Where's number 21? So the Blue Devils are out of the locker room. They're going to take some shots at their leisure. And then we'll wait for the Benton Central Bison. They're in the locker room just to the east side of the stage. And then the Blue Devils are on the left side of the stage, locker room there. Looks like the mascot is on hand tonight for the Blue Devils. He just went into the visiting locker room, but it does have some depth in that locker room. So he probably veered off. So,
number 3, Carpenter, number 4, Smith,
so,
number 5, Quigley, number 21, Spidell.
so they're going to go with the regular starters. Benton Central back out of their locker room. Going to pick up some basketballs. First one to do so, Colton Watts. 1 minute left, 1 minute horn. The 9-minute timeout into the 9-minute mark. So taking a couple shots there. Sisson into paint. 44 seconds left. Band making pretty good noise up there, but it's all in sequence. That's an understatement. For sure, they're making great sound. So 28 seconds left.
Starters are also returning.
Starters for the Benton Central Bison. Number 1, Senesac. 4, Foster. Dixon also a starter. Sisson going to start for Benton Central. So there's the 10-minute intermission. Alternate possession arrow going to give the ball to Benton Central to start the third quarter. 32-15. I see Michelle Gartman back in but anyway, going to work it back around. Out top, going to work across the timeline. That's number 4, Adam Foster. We'll work it outside the arc, Hunter Sisson. Work it left side to go off the glass, got the bucket. That was Hunter Sisson, left side of the lane, got the bucket off the glass. 32-17. Behind the arc, in the corner, Quinn Smith. Peyton Aller works around the perimeter. Gets Quigley now back to Grady. Grady's going to get rid of the ball in the paint. Quigley gets the ball back to Quinn Smith. Smith goes off the first one over the glass. Pretty much point blank, but in the trees right there. Working across the timeline, looking to get across. Bounce pass. Working right there is Kukarts. Working back to Sisson. Sisson in the paint. He'll take a floater off the glass. Got the bucket. 6'6", working against Landon Spidell. Spidell 6'2". In the front court. With the basketball. Slow dribble out top. See him quickly. Works it around. Peyton Aller. Now back to Quinn Smith behind the arc. Skip pass. He'll go right side. Peyton Aller. Out top. See him Quigley. We work the basketball. Deliberate approach here. Working it back to Peyton Aller. They're going to whistle a foul. They're going to whistle a foul on Benton Central. It's going to be whistled on number 1, Bennett Senesac. Senesac has 1 in the ball game. That's the first foul here in the third quarter on either team in the front court. See him Quigley. Back pedal dribble, go left corner baseline. No dribble, pass it back out. Quinn Smith touches the hands briefly. See him Quigley. Peyton Aller, now he's going to dish off. Quinn Smith, shot in the paint, wouldn't go, got his own board. Outside the arc, working the basketball. Out top, Smith goes to the left side, throws to the left side. Now back out top, touches the hands of Sim Quigley. Now we get it back to Peyton Aller. In the paint, take a shot, wouldn't go. Rebound out of there. Controlled by Landon Spidell. They'll have another attempt here in the front court. Working the basketball. Going to work it outside, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to go opposite corner baseline. He flinged it. And as a pass was there, and Peyton Aller acknowledges, he says, but anyway. So 6:02 on the game clock. So it'll be ball brought in. Adam Foster. Adam Foster going to try to break the press again. Blue Devils providing pressure. Going to work it bounce in the backcourt. Going to pass it to the front court successfully. Bennett Senesac. They'll work it down low. 2-point basket off the glass. Credit the bucket. That's 11. Colby Dixon, a 6'2" senior. In the front court with the basketball. To the corner. Peyton Aller just allowing off the rim. Rebound out of there. Number 2, Colton Watts. They'll go to the front court. Sisson going to be a double team there. Landon Spidell and Aller. He'll pass out of it. Work the ball back around. Out top to Sisson. Hunter Sisson with the basketball. He'll dribble right behind the arc. Going to be a jump shot off the glass. That's number 4, Adam Foster. They say the bank is open, but yeah, the ATM is always open. And I don't use it much. But anyway, working it back to the front court. Working out top. Fake the shot there. Sam Quigley from three-point land. They go to the corner baseline. Shot barely off. Rolled around. Wouldn't go. That was Peyton Aller. Rebound, Hunter Sisson. 4:52. Third quarter clock. Ball's in the front court. Hunter Sisson back out top. Three-point shot in the air. Rims off. Wouldn't go. Shot taken by Colby Dixon, number 11 for Benton Central. Quigley boards the basketball, gets it to the half-court line. Grady Carpenter, he'll pick up the dribble in the paint. Going to have to work it down low. Quigley going to drop the ball off to Landon Spidell. That's going to be a block shot, but ball goes out of bounds, and the Blue Devils will have the ball to come back in right there, left on the baseline there. And then Quinn Smith's going to take a breather. And they're going to find Grayson McFalls on a nice entry pass from the baseline entry. Grady Carpenter off the glass, power layup for Grayson. 36-23. 4:16, clock moving. Third quarter. Out top, stationary dribble. That's for Adam Foster. They work it right side, back to Foster. Foster way out top. Trying to pass it to Sisson. Good hands there by Peyton Aller. Knocks it out of bounds. Going to stay in the front court with the Benton Central Bison. Going to toss it to the back court. Point guard Adam Foster on the dribble. Uncontested across the timeline. Works the elbow left side. Outside the arc. They go to the corner with it. Sisson wanted a shot, but Grady Carpenter converged. They'll work it back out. On the basketball dribble, Adam Foster. They work it into the free throw line. Work it outside the arc. It'll be a three-point shot opportunity, and they'll take it, and he'll get it. That's Hunter Sisson, right elbow extended. Three-point shot, 36-26. 10-point advantage for Tipton. 3:30 left here in the third. On the dribble, spin move. He'll take it himself. He'll try to get the shot away. And it's going to be a foul call. Whistle a foul. It's going to be on number 1, Bennett Sinisak. Back in the ball game, we'll mention for the Bison is number 15, Andrew Plassard. Taking a breather is number 1, Bennett Sinisak. Sinisak has 2 in the ball game. That's 2 fouls here in the third quarter on the Bison. Blue Devils yet to commit a foul in the third quarter. We brought in left to the baseline. Outside the arc, Peyton Aller. He'll bring it back out. Reset the offense. He'll bounce it behind the arc right side. Grady Carpenter dishes off in the paint. Shot wouldn't go. Sam Quigley. Rebound fought for. Quigley's on the floor in a hurry. And Quigley had possession. And Coach Cliff Hawkins immediately called a timeout as Quigley was on the floor. So 30-second timeout. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315 or visit them on the website, RutledgeWellDrilling.com. They're in Atlanta. Mike Nathan and Levi Rutledge. They're going to inbound the basketball. Belongs to Tipton, just in the front court, left of the scorer's bench. Gets off the backcourt slightly. Sam Quigley walks it across the timeline. Picking up him right away is Colby Dixon. They're working outside the arc. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Out top, works it around the perimeter. Sam Quigley. Back to Aller. Aller's going to take a three-point shot. Wouldn't go. Fighting for the rebound there. Going to be a jump ball. That was Grayson McFalls and Hunter Sisson locking it up. They're going to have a 7-ball game for Benton Central. Benton Central, number 1, Bennett Sinisak back in the ball game. Taking a breather, number 11, Colby Dixon. He'll bring it in. Quigley brought it in. Peyton Aller, get it back to Grady Carpenter. Outside the arc, Grady finds Sam Quigley. Going to work it left side. They're working in the paint there. Landon Spidell couldn't hold it. Going to go back the other direction on the drive is Foster. Foster couldn't get the initial shot, but the rebound putback is good. That's number 1, Bennett Sinisak. 36-28. Blue Devils in front. 2:27 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. We're going to in the front court. Spin move with the right elbow. Grady Carpenter Try to save it as he was going to the floor. Passed it into the hands of Bennett Senesac. They work it in the paint. Turnaround jumper right there. I should say a sky hook by Sisson, who just rimmed out. So it's going to be a Tipton timeout. And I'm checking in. He was at the scores bench in the ball game now for Tipton is number 40, Jace Clark, 6'3 junior. So they're going to call a 60-second timeout. And we'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high-quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're at the south edge of Noblesville, Indiana. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, their number is 317-773-4800. Up to 26-foot box trucks available. And a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Also Saturday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Indiana Express Rentals in Noblesville. 2:09 left, third quarter. Going to be brought in by Quigley. Front court, Grady Carpenter. Going to survey the situation there out top near the logo head. You're going to dribble in now. Spin move at the free throw line and take a jump shot in the paint. Wouldn't get it. Fighting for the board there. Finally ends up in the hands of the Bison. 15, Andrew Plassard. To the front court. Out top, three-point shot on the way. Sisson. Rebound. Tipton. Leave it as altered. Gives it back to Grady. Outside the arc. Three-point shot just long. Wouldn't go. See him Quigley. Rebound. Sisson. Hunter Sisson with the board. Try to get it across the timeline, and they will with number 4, Adam Foster. He'll slow up the approach. Working against him is Sam Quigley. You're going to go left side, I should say. Right side, ball lost the handle. It's going to end up in the hands of Jace Clark. So Blue Devils back the other direction. Grady Carpenter, they go to the opposite corner. Three-point shot, just missed, wouldn't go. Rebound, Karam's long, picked up outside the arc by Sam Quigley. They'll have another opportunity. Peyton Aller going to drive the lane. Couldn't get a shot to go and try to get the board there when Grayson McFalls ends up in the hands of Bennett Senesac. Hunter Sisson with the basketball. Working at left side. Adam Foster. Adam Foster going to get the ball to Colton Watts. Colton Watts back in the ball game. He wears number 2. Colton Watts, a senior. Going to be a foul as the shot was attempted in the paint. Sisson went up for the shot, couldn't get it, but he'll shoot 2. And they're going to have a substitution in the ball game here momentarily after the first shot. So Hunter Sisson going to have a couple. 43 seconds left. First shot's good. 36-29. So Rudolph in the ball game. He wears number 14. So second shot, rimmed off, wouldn't go. Rebound out there, Tipton, going back the other direction. Off the glass, got the bucket. See him Quigley for 2. He'll go to the foul line, try a three-point play. They're going to whistle this foul. I take that back. They're going to call it an offensive foul. They're going to call that an offensive foul. It's player control, so they give the ball back to the Bison. In the backcourt, Hunter Sisson. He's involved in getting the ball across the timeline. Dribbling across the timeline is number 11, Colby Dixon. Outside the three-point line in front of the Bison. Three-point shot tried there. That was Bennett Senesac. Back the other direction. First shot would go. Grady Carpenter cleaned it up. Put it back in off the glass. 2-point bucket. 12 seconds left. 38-29. 9-point advantage for Tipton. We're going to work it back around. Stuck right there. You pass out of there. Going to be picked up, and ball's loose. Pass made and not quite on the same page. It was improvising, and they're going to give the ball back to Tipton. So that foul whistled on Ben Central. Zed Bennett, he has 1, and they're going to take a last shot there. I believe so, and I'm not quite sure. I'm looking at my notes, but final shot would go. Blue Devils brought in from side court, and it's going to be at the end of 3 quarters of play. Tipton 38, Benton Central 29. There'll be a substitution in for Benton Central between quarters. Number 11, Colby Dixon. So the Blue Devils cheerleaders out on the floor, trying to get their crowd enthused. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers in downtown Tipton, next to the Diana Theater. They're located 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can reach them by phone by dialing 765-675-9720. That's 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers. They're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5:30. Open on Saturday, 9:30 to 2. Dribble across the timeline. In the front court, that's number 4, Adam Foster. Working against him is Peyton Aller. Still with the basketball, Foster. Peyton Aller playing him foot for foot. Working him back around. 7:46 in the paint. Floater in the paint, good. Left-handed shot again. Hunter Sisson for 2. 7:38, it's 38-31. Blue Devils by 7. Crossing the timeline with the basketball. Grady Carpenter go opposite corner baseline. Jace Clark back to Peyton Aller. Now back out top. Sam Quigley with the basketball, triple threat. Going to go baseline now. Grady Carpenter will pass it behind the arc. Quigley in the paint. Quigley will take a jump shot. Shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. Ball's loose. Picked up there by number 2, Colton Watts of Benton Central. Working the ball in the front court. Going to be a near steal. Sam Quigley. Good hands. Showing the basketball there was Colby Dixon. Quigley going to try to get a hand in there with another steal opportunity. And they're going to whistle a foul on Sam. They're going to pick up his second foul in the ball game. 6:55 left, fourth quarter. 7-point ball game. Blue Devils in front. Working it crossover dribble. Foster. Pass it back out. Colby Dixon. Colby Dixon out top of the circle. He'll reverse it. He'll get the ball back to Adam Foster. He'll pass it in. Sisson. Sisson on the dribble in the paint. He'll try a right-handed shot. Wouldn't go, but picked up on the loose rebound. Senesac. And back in the front court, another opportunity. Benton Central. Driving the lane there. That was Foster. Lost the handle. Got it back. Gives it up to Colby Dixon. Colby Dixon gives him another dribble. Foster will pass it right side. And there'll be a reach in. They're going to whistle this foul on Grayson McFalls. McFalls has 2 in the contest. Jace Clark going to take a breather. Going to inbound the basketball. Slightly in the backcourt, Benton Central. The dribble across the timeline. That's number 4, Adam Foster. Working out top, Sisson. Sisson going to work the basketball. Working against him is Grayson McFalls. Also Landon Spidell. He's going to pop a shot from the corner. Long off the rim was Sisson. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Grayson McFalls. To the front court, Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to corner with it. Landon Spidell going to take a shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound put back is good. And Grayson McFalls for 2. 5:42 on the game clock. Out top of the basketball. Shot in the air. Rims off. Senesac, I should say. Going to be a foul whistle in the backcourt. Going to whistle this on Benton Central. So fouls whistled on number 2, Colton Watts. Colton Watts, he's senior, wears number 2. He has 1 in the contest. Team foul number 1. And Blue Devils have 2 here in the fourth quarter. Outside the arc. 3-point shot, good. Sam Quigley from the right corner baseline. 43-31, a 12-point advantage for Tipton. Going to work it to the front court. On the dribble, pass it back out, bounce pass. Now out top is Colby Dixon. He'll get it to Foster. He'll dish it inside. Try to get it to Sisson. And Sisson's trying to get a pass to number 2, Colton Watts. It's tipped. It ends up going out of bounds, and they give the ball to Tipton. 5:03 left. We'll jog it to the timeline, Grady Carpenter. He needs the screen right there, Lennon Spidell. Working a crossover dribble. Grady almost lost the handle there. Had to save it from going out of bounds to Quigley. So he'll work it left side out top. They get it back to Peyton Aller. He'll reset the offense. He'll bring it out. Right there, Grady Carpenter at the logo head right there. Working against him is Colton Watts. They're going to drive in. It's going to be a floater good just outside the paint. Grady Carpenter for 2. 45-31. 4:29 left. Ball's in the front court. Foster for 3. Shot wouldn't go. Sisson comes up with a loose board. He'll work it baseline. Work it back out and move the basketball now out top. There's going to be a whistle. And Coach Lambeck is going to call a timeout. So timeout with 4:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Full 60-second timeout. 45-31. Blue Devils in front. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Camino & Company.com. Camino & Company in downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Camino & Company, a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, small business partners, and the CNC founders. That's Camino & Company founders. Their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS. It belongs to V.E. Witham. V.E. Witham is the grandpa of Carly Witham Elbrett. And we'll mention their goal at Camino & Company is to please each customer from their concept to the Camino & Company completion. Find them online at Camino-and-Company.com. That's Camino & Company in Noblesville. Get ready for timeout. Has completed. 4:18 left. Ball's going to be brought in. Right there at the coaching section, left side, north side of the bench of the Benton Central Bison. Going to be brought in by number 2, Colton Watts. Colton Watts and toss it slightly deep in the backcourt, picked up by Foster. Adam Foster. Where's number 4? Working against him, Peyton Aller. They'll get it outside, 3-point land, and it'll go down again. That's number 33, Hunter Sisson for 3. 45-34. 4 minutes, halfway through the fourth quarter. Out top of the basketball, they'll work it left side, Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller going to lose the handle. Going to go back the other direction. Foster. Going to be a block shot as he went up for the layup. And block shot by Sam Quigley. Sam Quigley at 6'1". He got up right there at the bottom of the backboard, blocking the shot. They bring the ball back in, belongs to the Bison. We're going to cross the lane. They'll go to the corner with it. They'll bring it back out. Back pedal dribble, number 2, Colton Watts. Free throw line shot wouldn't go. That was Hunter Sisson trying to get the rebound. Right there was number 1, Bennett Senesac. A couple of Blue Devils right there. They're going to say it was last touched out of bounds by the Blue Devils. 3:37. We have a substitution in the ball game for the Bison. That's number 5. Austin Kukarts. Where's number 5 in the ball game? He's left of the bucket on the baseline. Work it back around, left side behind arc. Number 4, Adam Foster. 3-point shot, left elbow extended. Wouldn't go for Colby Dixon. Rebound, Tipton. Grady Carpenter in the front court. Crossover dribble. He'll work the lane. They're going to have to put a hold on him because he was by the defender. That's Colton Watts. Had to reach for him. And there's going to be a foul whistle on Colton Watt. He has 2. 3:21 left here, fourth quarter. Going to be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline. Grady Carpenter. Out top. Grady McFalls receives the inbound. Now out top. Sam Quigley back to Peyton Aller. Now back to Grady Carpenter. He'll be This defender will be screened off by Landon Spidell. His drive in, they go off the glass. They're going to call foul prior to. They're going to whistle a moving screen, evidently. A blocking foul, they'll call it. So Landon Spidell has won here in the contest. So substitution back in the ball game for Benton Central. It's going to be number 10, Rowan Heim. Rowan Heim, he's a sophomore. We'll bring the ball in, crossing the timeline at a trot pace. Number 4, Adam Foster. Foster going to cross ways, working there against him defensively is Peyton Aller. He'll bring it back out. Peyton Aller trying to get that administrative count. Shot off the mark just outside the paint for Foster. Ball's loose. You know, Quigley was on the floor. He was. And also Grayson McFall's on the floor. Couldn't come up with it. To the front court. Sisson with the basketball for Benton Central. Work it left side. They'll tip it back to Hunter Sisson. Sisson, right elbow. He'll pick up the basketball behind the arc. 3-point shot in the air. Benton Central taken by 11. Colby Dixon. Rebound. Hunter Sisson coming down with the ball simultaneously is Tipton and Benton Central. That was Sisson and Grady Carpenter. Going to bring the ball in from the backcourt. Carpenter going to bring the ball to the sideline, being contested full court by number 10, Rowan Heim. They'll work it back around. Working it back out. Center circle. Going to be a foul whistled in the front court. They're going to whistle this foul on Benton Central. It's going to be whistled on number 4, Adam Foster. We're going to see a substitution. 7 in the ball game. Original starter, number 4, Quinn Smith. Taking a breather for Tipton is 21, Landon Spidell. Going to be brought in by Peyton Aller in the front court. Tosses it in, short toss, Grady Carpenter. Working against him is number 10, Rowan Heim. They'll work a jump shot. Outside the paint, shot wouldn't go. Grady Carpenter, rebound, Hunter Sisson. To the front court, Foster. Adam Foster, who pick it up at the free throw line, looking to get rid of it. Finally got it delivered to Sisson. Working the ball out left side. Lost the handle. Was not a double dribble. The pass was made to him. He dropped the pass in the paint. Going to be a shot taken. Going to be a foul whistle. Foul whistled on Quinn Smith of Tipton. And then going to the foul stripe and to shoot 2 is number 11, Colby Dixon. Colby Dixon picks up. They're going to call this foul on the 4. Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith picks up the foul for Tipton. Go back in the ball game. Senesac giving a breather. He wears number 1. And then coming out of the ball game, taking a breather is Rowan Heim. Second shot wouldn't go. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. He'll hand the ball off. Peyton Aller, he'll bring it to the front court. Across the timeline, he'll be picked up immediately by Kukarts. They're going to whistle foul near the side court line in the front court of Tipton. They're going to whistle this foul on number 5, Austin Kukarts. Kukarts, he's a senior, 6 feet tall. He's the guard position. 1:29 left on the fourth quarter clock, and it'll be a timeout called by Benton Central. So Benton Central is going to take a full timeout right here. And we'll remind you, happening tonight in the Hoosier Conference crossover here on the 21st, right here, February, a Friday. Western is playing against West Lafayette tonight. They're playing for first or second place in the Hoosier Conference. Hamilton Heights going against Twin Lakes tonight. Twin Lakes and Hamilton Heights. We'll mention that all the games tonight are taking place at the East Division part of the conference. And we'll mention, as you know, Tipton right here with Benton Central. They're going for 5th or 6th place in the conference. And Logansport going against Central Catholic. They're going for 7th or 8th place. And that's how it works out tonight for the Hoosier Conference basketball. You never know who you're going to play till they're all the conference games have taken place. 129 left. 45-34. Be brought in the front court. side court by Peyton Aller. Peyton Aller looking to get in, bounce pass. Does get it in to Sam Quigley. Quigley is fouled immediately by number 5, Austin Kukarts. Austin Kukart's going to pick up his 3rd foul in the ball game. Quigley at the foul stripe. First shot is good. So he'll get some congratulatory there on the lane. 1:29 left here in the 4th quarter, 46-34. Second shot rims around and falls in. Sam Quigley got both of them. Back in the ball game for the Blue Devils is number 21, Landon Spidell. Taking a breather is Quinn Smith. Bring the ball in, crossing the timeline. Adam Foster. Foster on the dribble out behind the arc. He'll work a right side to Sisson. Hunter Sisson going to elbow pass right out top, get the ball back. And Sisson's going to launch a 3 out top. Got it. Sisson got the 3. 47-37. 1:08 left. Clock moving. Going to be a foul from behind. Trying to knock the ball loose. That was Grady Carpenter dribbling in the front court. And that foul's going to be whistled.
Grady Carpenter, 2 shots.
Austin Kukarts. Grady Carpenter at the foul stripe. First shot wouldn't go. In the ball game for Benton Central is number 12, Peyton Thayer. He's a junior, taking a breather for the Bison, number 5, Austin Kukarts. Second shot's good by Grady Carpenter. Going to be a full 60-second timeout called by Tipton. 1:07 left here in the 4th quarter. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention just a little bit more. We'll remind you, Grace College, Lancers, Winona Lake, Indiana. Grady Carpenter has been accepted there. He's known it for quite a while. And I mean, that's a Christian college in Indiana, an accredited Christian college with over 100 programs available. That's Winona Lake. Winona Lake. And I'll mention the Winona Lake. It said where I was looking this up that it is a man-made lake. It was made with the movement of glaciers, which retreated from the land and left behind large deposits of ice. And glacial material left depressions in the land, and as it melted, created large pools of water. So Winona Lake is not man-made. So Blue Devils going to defend in the front court of Benton Central, but I'll mention Peyton Aller is going to defend in the backcourt, make it difficult for the inbound. They get the ball into Foster, crossing the timeline, quick pace. Works the right side, Sisson. Looking for a shot. Grady Carpenter was right there, couldn't shoot it. Working around the perimeter. Foster, going to be a steal, almost a steal. Tipton nearly saved. They had to try to pass into Hunter Sisson. And Grady Carpenter going to end up out of bounds on Grady. 55.8 left. 48-37. Going to be brought in right of the bucket on the baseline by Foster. He'll toss the alley-oop pass. Tracking it down with Sisson. Sisson go back, get the basketball way out top behind the arc. Way out there. He's going to get the ball off. Adam will take a shot. Got the bucket. 3-point shot. Good. Credit the bucket, Adam Foster. 48-40. 36 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Going to be a foul barely in the front court. They're going to whistle this foul on Benton Central. It's going to be on number 4, Adam Foster. At the free throw line is Grady Carpenter. First shot's good. So he'll get one more. 36.1 left. 49-40. 4th quarter. Second shot also good. 50-40. 35 seconds left. It'll be a baseball pass to the front court from Foster. Corner shot, 3-point shot, rims off. Wouldn't go. And he'll save the basketball. He'll save his own rebound right there. That was number 12, Peyton Thayer. And ball goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to Benton Central. Left of the baseline Left the bucket on the baseline, brought in by Foster. Foster gets it in to Colby Dixon. He'll go baseline drive. He'll take a shot in the paint. Would go. Rebound. Fought for. Got his own board. Went back up again. Couldn't get the second. Should say Grayson McFall's intimidating factor right there. So 10.5 seconds left. 50-40. Benton Central fouls again to get the Blue Devil at the foul line. Fouls whistled on number 4, Adam Foster. He has 4 in the contest. Shot on the way, good. Credit the bucket. Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter will have 1 more. Second shot, also good. 52-40. Ball brought in. Foster crossing the timeline, picked up by 3 Blue Devils, and Peyton All are going to deflect it and come up with the steal in the front court, and they'll hold the basketball in the final 32 minutes gone by. Final score, Tipton Blue Devils 52, Benton Central Bison 40. And we do thank you for tuning in. If you want to listen, if you want to stay listening, you can hear live. I think Coach will allow us to talk to him. I think so. They're going to have something happening here after the game. Public address, Mr. Phil has asked people to stick around because actually Coach Cliff Hawkins just recorded his 600th win in his career. He went over the 1,000 game mark, I think it was last week, but he's got 600 wins. He's coached. Randy Bagley told me all the places he's coached because Randy Bagley can recite it, and they're going to talk to him right now. And so Coach Hawkins is being asked to come out to the front area. So he'll probably walk back out here. So they're going to talk to him. Let's take a listen.
Congratulations, Coach Cliff Hawkins. This is his 600th win as a coach. Only 20 Congratulations, Coach.
So he's hugging his seniors right there. We're going to set this down and we'll try to talk to him. If you want to stay listening, we'll hope to get some words with Coach Hawkins.
Phil's kind of running this show, so just real quickly, thank you for all your support, Tipton fans. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best. Give yourself a hand. And, I love all our players on our team. They've learned to play their roles quite well. I think you see them get better every game. But how about our seniors? All 3 of our seniors. Head coaches and all the staff that's written and all that kind of thing. But without our coaching staff, without our players, our manager, all these people right here that are so loyal and come every night to make sure we can put on a great basketball game for you. And I sure hope you've enjoyed this version of the Tipton Blue Devils. Thank you very much.
Well, that would probably suffice. I'm not sure. We'll still stick around and won't push, but we'll stick around. Well, that's going to conclude tonight's ballgame. We thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let him go. Keep the fire burning.